Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of The Daily. It's Thursday, February 10th. I'm here with Greg Lawless. I'm Nick Forshaw. And Greg, this is the day a lot of MLS fans have been waiting for. We're finally going to see the 2011 regular season schedule. That means all the big matchups for the Rocky Mountain Cup, the Super Classico, all those I-95 rivalries, and of course, the Cascadia Cup.
And you have to imagine that Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver fans have been sitting there in front of the calendar looking when they can start to circle those dates and when they can start to plan out their travel schedules in order to get up and down to those games. And some news coming out of Portland also, it doesn't have to do with the schedule. Very important for the Timbers. Kenny Cooper being introduced to the media and the fans today at Adidas headquarters. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And you can check that out here on MLSsoccer.com. We'll be live streaming that. And, you know, this is what they've been waiting for, getting their big striker in. He's been cleaning up a couple of things back in Germany. Now he's going to join the team for training, getting ready for first kick.
Well, moving on to some action from Wednesday during the preseason, we saw the New York Red Bulls make their debut down in Mexico against Atlante, and they get a win in PKs.
Yep, it was 4-3 in penalties, and it was Austin Deleuze. He was a rookie last year, so he was in his second year. Didn't get much time last year at all, but made a name for himself in this one by hitting that final winning penalty. It was Greg Sutton in the goal for New York because Bounoukoundoul, of course, was off with the Senegalese national team. And this is important for them because it's their first test, their first chance to really see it. Hans Backe, the coach for the Red Bulls, coming out afterward and saying he was very impressed with his defense. Obviously, it was scoreless in the regular time, so you're going to be impressed with your defense. But this is something that I think he's really interested in to figure out how is his back line going to be working. It's something every coach wants to see early in preseason.
And there's some news in DC United's camp. A win on Wednesday, a preseason win over Florida International. Charlie Davies, the U.S. international, the striker, still on trial with them, did not play in that game. There's also some news from United camp about Steve Cronin, the backup goalkeeper.
Yeah, and on Tuesday during training, he went down with an injury to his wrist. On Thursday, they're waiting for MRI results to find out if it's broken. That's the fear, that he's broken his wrist. And considering what's going on with their goalkeeper situation, remember, Bill Hamid is still recovering from a shoulder injury from last year, so they're trying to figure out what's going to happen with the goalkeeping situation.
Yeah, definitely some concerns down in D.C. Stay tuned to MLSsoccer.com. There's more action on Thursday at Seattle and Columbus from Casa Grande down in Arizona.
Yep, obviously Seattle and Columbus have already played a couple of games down there, so they get back at it. You know, Ziggy Schmidt has been a little bit interested in his team. They haven't really put everything together. He wasn't thrilled with their last game, which was a 3-3 draw with Real Salt Lake, so we'll see if they can do something different today.
And Greg, Wednesday we saw a full slate of international games and a handful of MLSers in action. We'll start with the Canadian national team. We saw, among others, Dwayne De Rosario and Will Johnson in a 1-0 loss against Greece.
Yeah, and of course El Salvador and Haiti played each other. It was a 1-0 win for El Salvador. Arturo Alvarez got the start for the Salvadorans, and Gene Alexander from Real Salt Lake, actually Arturo Alvarez's teammate now, got the start for Haiti. And of course, Bounoukoundoul, we mentioned him a little bit earlier, not being with New York. He was in goal for Senegal in their friendly.
And you can stay tuned to MLSsoccer.com for all the headlines from those games as well. Again, the 2011 regular season schedule released Thursday here on MLSsoccer.com.